All right, let's take a start. It's IELTS speaking part 1, and I'm going to ask you a number of different questions and you can answer. In actual exam, it's going to be one-on-one, okay? Not like 2 by 2, right? In A1 life skills, they invite the students 2 by 2, and then they give them a chance to speak to each other. But in IELTS, there isn't anything like that, okay? We are recording a tutorial, so that's why we're doing it like this. Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions and you got to answer. The topic is bags. So, do you like bags?
Yes, of course, I like bags.
Yeah, mic should be closer to your mouth. That's it. Thank you.
Yes, of course, I like bags. I think I am incomplete without bags. I always carry a bag while going out from my home. I like to carry all my belongings in my bag. And to answer your question, I will like to say that I love bags.
Okay, I would like to say that I love bags. Your answer is very good. You elaborated the point well. Just add some expressions in your voice. That will further make your answer clear. Okay, yeah, and a smile. Good. What types of bags do you like?
I think it depends on different occasions. I always prefer a bag according to different situations. While going out for a marriage ceremony, I always carry a fancy kind of bag, and while going for a shopping, I always carry a sling bag, and just going for some visiting someone at their place, I always carry a clutch. But to answer your question, that I have a huge collection of bags and different kind of bags.
All right, let's go on. So it's better to talk about type, but you talked about types of bags. That's fine. Do you usually carry a bag when you go outside?
Yes, I always carry a bag while going outside. I consider myself incomplete without bag, and carrying a bag makes me manageable, because I like bags that I like to keep all my belongings, necessary things like my identity card and my medicines and some kind of papers.
Okay, so to answer your question, I always carry a bag of any type with me whenever I go out. Good. Let's go on. What types of bags do you use? Now, this is where you could answer the types of bags. So, if you have already answered and in actual exam they ask you that thing again, answer in a different way. Don't repeat your answer. You can just say, as I have told you. So, mainly I prefer to use a bag where I can put few things, especially my mobile. So, for that, handbag is very handy. So, I prefer to use that. Okay. Never repeat your answer. Never tell the examiner, I have just told you, madam. Samajh nahi aandi? Not like this, okay? So, let's ask you again. What types of bags do you use in your everyday life?
In everyday life, it totally depends where I am going and what kind of bag I should carry with myself. The kind of bag I usually take with me, with the most suitable bag according to the situation. Mostly I prefer the bag in which I can hold all my things, like my mobile phone and some other things.
Okay, this is good. Try to avoid and try to use some signpost language. Additionally, moreover, furthermore, that'll be better. Okay? Thank you. Let's go on. How often do you read books?
Well, I like to read books often, especially when I got the time from a job, and in particular in home. I used to study.
I usually study
Novels.
No, I usually read novels. We don't study novels. We read.
I usually read novels, science fiction books, and religions books.
Okay, so to answer your question, I read books every day. At the end, one sentence conclusion. Do you have a good collection of books?
No, because
first you say, no, I don't.
No.
And then you say because. Right? Whenever the question is with do you, try to say yes, I do or no, I don't. So, do you have a good collection of books?
No, I don't, because I usually study online on the web. So, I'm a bit of computer geek, so I usually study online using on my computer or on my mobile phone.
All right. Study is the whole process, and read is the word you should use for book reading. You don't study. Study is when you're doing a lot of stuff, making assignments, notes. That is what we call studying. For books, it's better to use read. Okay, let's go on. Do people in your country read books?
No, I don't think so, because study is a hobby which is not among the most, and people find this very frustrating and they don't like studying that much. So to answer your question, no, people don't like to study that often. in my
Again, you're
country.
using the word study, 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 study. You should use the word
Sir,
read.
topic बड़ा मुश्किल है.
Okay, don't worry. Last question. What type of books do children like to read nowadays?
Nowadays, generally speaking, children like to read science fiction, fantasy, and supernatural books, which are, for example, Superman, Batman, and all kind of that stuff. So I believe they should focus on books like religion and
That's it, that's it, that's it. Now, you will not suggest anything because the question is not asking any suggestion. It's only what type of books do children read, and you answer that clearly. Okay? All right. Overall, it's good. Keep it up. Connect your ideas together. And for you, just only cover the portion of the question in your answer. Don't go here and there. And even if you try to go here and there, examiner will interrupt you immediately. Next question. And that's normal. Yeah, if your answer is totally off the topic, then it is not normal. Okay? All right. Thank you.